Welcome back to part 2 of a 3-part series going over server mining cases and the differences between them. Today we'll be going over server mining case number 2 from Amazon and some of the differences it has between server case number 1 from Amazon. Now, as you guys can see from an overhead view, this case is definitely bigger than the first server case. And with that space, we get an additional intake fan and an additional exhaust fan, having a total of 8 fans to cool the entire unit. Now, this board is different from the first one. It's an ETH70 B75 version 1. Now, some of the major differences right off the bat is you can tell that the CPU is located in the middle of the board. It doesn't have a fan unit, it's just a heatsink. We also have the RAM located right next to it. We have the mSATA over here to the left. We still have the same 16 PCIe power slots, which we're using 2 directly from the power supply to power everything you see. Now the fans are controlled from one major unit powered with a 6-pin that controls both the intake and the exhaust. Now for this build, you can see I'm using the same HP 1200 watt power supply as well as the same breakout board from the first build. Now the major difference you can see is because of the orientation of the case, I had to turn the power supply on its side and Velcro it to the side wall. Now this is secured in here and works perfectly fine. Each wire now coming out of the board to be powered into each one of the cards. Now I'm going to go through and build out the rig and show you a completed view. As you can see, the build is now complete. All 8 GPUs are secured and wired in. For this build in particular, I went with 7 ASUS 6600s and 1 PowerColor 6600. Now some of the major differences right off the bat between this case and the first case is the spacing between the cards. This makes it easier for the cards to dissipate the heat. With the additional intake and exhaust fan, this case is able to move a lot more air than the first one, making it easier to manage temperatures. For part 3 of the 3-part series, we'll be going over the final case from minerdudes.com. This case is a 12 GPU case, and it offers a lot of differences between the cases purchased at Amazon, which we will go into great detail about. So please, like, comment, and subscribe, and look out for part 3.